Alright, so in the meantime, I have discovered a few Warioware facts that I want to share. Mostly about Wario because of the whole thing I brought up last time. Um, about it being weird that Wario just has a normal friend life. So, apparently, he always leaves his door open for his friends to come in whenever they want.
It's very nice.
I mean, also it seems that crime in general is just not a thing, and even if it was, it's Wario who's
I mean, it's the Mushroom Kingdom, so.
um. Well, no. Remember, this isn't the Mushroom Kingdom. This is Diamond City, somewhere far away.
Yeah, but cities can exist within a kingdom.
It's not the Mushroom Kingdom, though. I just said it's somewhere far away from the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, look, and then you're like, oh, but cities can exist in the kingdom. You have giant ears. Use them to listen. Anyways.
Okay, no, that doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say New Dunk City is specifically a separate city. Anyways, do what you're doing.
Yeah. Then there's the fact that Wario bought 5-volt, that's 9-volt's mom, a special gaming system for her birthday. And apparently, if the new game, which I remembered the name of, but I thought it was wrong originally, so I didn't say it last time, but it's WarioWare Get It Together. Apparently, working at WarioWare is like super casual. So, like, it's a really nice work environment, with the only problem being you may or may not get paid.
Yeah, so it's not a good work environment.
Well, it's a nice working environment. I didn't say it was a good one.
I guess that makes sense.
So what's interesting to me though is that, as we'll see later, we don't have any issues like with making the games this time. The original Wario just tried to run off with the money. In Twisted, he got mad that they inadvertently made him get rid of his superpowers, and so he fired everybody. In this one, something inconvenient happens to him, sure, but like it's no one's fault, and the company makes money. So it's weird that after this is WarioWare DIY, where he tries to start up WarioWare again, but apparently everybody else is just like, nah, we're tired of not getting paid. We're do it yourself. It's just like this. It's weird that comes after literally the only time where everything works out for everybody.
Well, does it work well for everybody? Is there any indication that they get the money from this being successful?
I mean, there's no indication that they didn't. Usually there is.
Well, the indication is the fact that in the next game they complain about not getting paid.
Oh, I guess not. They didn't mention that specifically, but I mean, they didn't mention that it was from this point specifically, but I guess I see what you're talking about. By the way, if I was so close to failing this because I expected like the piece of land to still go, and for those whatever those things are, the two things there, to just be in my way, that I should have been lower. But everything's fine.
You know, this just reminded me of a mobile game I used to play called Parachute Panic. It was very fun. But for some reason, the worst thing that's ever happened to me is finding out that a lot of the old mobile games, Android 4.4 mobile games, just couldn't run on later versions of Android. There's so many classic games just gone that I can't play anymore. That's the most devastating thing that's happened in my entire life.
Yeah, nothing like that time where you're impaled by a pipe.
Okay, so the second most devastating thing.
But yeah, so the thing is that I don't know if we'll get to WarioWare DIY because
I have no idea what's going on here because my sound is not on.
you're what?
The sound, they're just moving.
Oh. Yeah, it did just look a little bit awkward there. But what was it? What was I just saying? Oh yeah, I'm not sure we'll get to WarioWare DIY because I mean I haven't looked into it that much, but the entire purpose of the game is to make your own micro games and share it. And sure, you do so with Penny Crygor, Dr. Crygor's granddaughter, but like I don't think that's a story thing. I know there are original micro games in there, but they might just be in like a separate menu. I'll really just have to look into it and see what's going on with that, because after that is what was it? WarioWare Twisted, WarioWare Touched. I think it was WarioWare Smooth Moves, which is a Wii game. Then after that is Game and Wario, and then after that is WarioWare Gold. Then WarioWare Get It Together.
Right.
So I'll have to go and fix up certain machines that I've got for those. See what what I can work with, especially considering WarioWare Smooth Moves is not one of those Wii games where you're just like, oh, I just need the buttons and maybe just like a quick spin feature or something. It's certainly not like that, not at all. So that will probably have to be a way down the line when I actually have money to afford fixing these things project. It's so weird that well, not weird, but something with the fact that I see obviously other YouTubers and they're just like, oh, this controller stopped working. Well, go to the controller bin and get another one. All right, and that's just a thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, mine is, oh, this controller stopped working. Well, I guess I can't really play anything for a long while now.
Yeah.
It's okay. I won't say that obviously I don't envy their lives, I guess, or something like that. But it's like, okay, look, I just what a difference, what a small difference that is. That just like, but it's still enough that I'm like, man, even if I could just get that, where something breaks, and it's not something where just like, well, I guess this is gonna be the end of it.
Yeah. The ability to just get things fixed, because the fixing places within your country is useful.
Yeah, those people are just like, I can take this to the Nintendo store, I can take this to here, and I have warranties, and just like, well, good for you. And like, obviously, I'm not going to be mad at them for that. I just don't know. I guess it's not. It's just me simply wanting these things, and also just being like, well, the fact is that I don't want it to escalate into something where I feel actually like bitter to anybody for it. And me wanting to make sure that it doesn't reach that far is part of the frustration.
Yeah.
Also, I really don't like how they do 18 Volts gums, where they give him an individual gum per tooth. That's just it's disturbing.
Yeah, I guess it does look strange. I didn't really notice.
Also, it's weird that 5 Volt didn't wake them up, considering how strict she is with gaming time. Because well, I guess when did 5 Volt come into this? Because I think she must have come in during the gamer thing, which was Smooth Moves, right? Yeah, it was Smooth Moves. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I guess for right now they just even though I'm sure there was one thing where they had to do like homework before. Maybe that was in Warioware Gold. God, there are a lot of Warioware games.
Yeah, good. Seeing the series still alive.
I mean, there was one that was like, I think DSiWare or something that not a lot of people know about, but because it doesn't really have a story anyways, I don't think I'll get to it. But yeah, I'm not remembering what that DSi one is, and because I don't trust my computer, I'm not gonna go and search for it in case it stalls the internet. Once again, something where it's like, oh boy, something's not working on the computer. Guess I have to deal with it. I mean, on small extents, because I did have to buy different chargers and other things for it, but I don't want to dwell on this point too long, because I feel like it will go against the whole me trying not to be as bitter thing that I'm trying to manage here.
Yeah.
Either way, I get stuck in this ping pong game for way too long. Oh, I'm sorry, Pong Ping. Gotta respect the trademark. Because I forget that the start button is basically the go-to exit button. And so this is basically me playing ping pong with myself and seeing seeing at what point I mess up. Sped up, of course, because of course this is normal speed to anyone who's an Asian. Everyone knows that. I wonder if there's ever going to be one of those things where they're going to start trying to cancel us for saying the whole Asians are better at video games thing for some reason.
Not like it matters.
I mean, yeah, of course it doesn't matter. You think that's gonna stop people?
No, I mean, I guess.
Oh, you and your little positive spin on what people complain about. Always.
Positive spin. No, I mean, I generally just. The whole discussion around things that could happen mean little to me since.
Says the person who wants us to do expectation video or speculation videos all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you've kind of actually completely lost me now.
I'm making a joke about what you just said. I'm not actually using that as a point.
I know, I don't understand the joke.
You said that speculating about things that could happen doesn't really matter to you. And
okay, that was so far removed for me. I just didn't conceptualize.
That was the thing you literally said before I said that.
Yeah, but in such a completely different context that literally read like a completely different word.
Oh my gosh.
It's the power of English. Something I always notice now are maps that don't have Jamaica on them.
Well, maps
And
that don't have the Caribbean in general most is the thing.
well, yeah, but even the Caribbean, they will show Cuba, they will show Hispaniola. Sometimes they may even show the Cayman Islands, and they will not show Jamaica. And it's like the Western version of Maps Without New Zealand, which is apparently also a thing. There's a lot of maps that just don't have New Zealand on them.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it'd be extra, but think about that. At least we're not Puerto Rico.
yeah. But I mean, okay, so no, this I'm gonna get cancelled for. But yeah, those countries are tiny. Like, yeah, and then you could argue, but yeah, so is Jamaica. But I'd say Jamaica is like the also the East Indies, the Western what is that thing called?
Greater Antilles.
Yes, the Lesser Antilles. That would be difficult to show each individual country. So I get that. I guess actually after it's been a while since I looked at the map. I guess I have to see the relative size of Puerto Rico compared to Jamaica and see if that makes sense.
Well, I'm pretty sure it does. Except for Trinidad, which is like the closest thing. But the thing is that like I'm not gonna go and argue. This is not a part of argument for importance. It's not importance rather than just what's knowledge, impact.
Cultural impact.
Yeah, cultural impact. Just for Jamaica to be left out, when I'm going to be honest, not a lot of people know anything about Hispaniola other than Haiti's there and thus it sucks.
Yeah, people don't even know why. So yeah, it's just. Honestly, I don't even remember what our point is. You should have Jamaica on your maps.
Yeah, that's
the
why I'm saying
point.
it's significant enough where I'm like, wait, so why the heck isn't it there?
Do you know what I don't like?
What?
Besides everything, of course, but I mean specifically, what I don't like is there's a map, and it does have Jamaica on it, and every country is color coded to give us like a specific ranking on a global scale. And Jamaica is so tiny that I can't see the color clearly. And it's just what I don't, and I have to be zooming in and looking really close, and it's just annoying.
I mean,
I want to know if we're 20% or 30% blank, whatever blank is.
I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. I wonder how Greenland feels being the biggest country in the world.
Oh, is this a map thing as well?
Have you never
This is a
seen
very
any of
specific
the
map,
maps in our
Jeff.
schools? Because of
Um,
how they do things with with the curve sizes and also exaggerative stuff because it's not scaled properly.
I
Greenland is
figured it was that,
always
but I wasn't sure.
huge. Like yes, sure, it's the biggest landmass that's not a continent. But like it's always portrayed as just incredibly huge.
How are you enjoying Wario Land?
How am I enjoying what oh. Oh. Well, in this version we have to leave the treasure behind, so I guess I'm not enjoying it at all. Oh. I mean, why doesn't he just go back in? Oh, wait, where did it come out from now that I think about it? Because he got one gold bar out of the chest, but where would it have come out from?
Blowhole.
Blowhole? That was a human nose!
That
And
was
then,
on Earth.
unless we're referencing an inside job here, I don't think it's gonna work out like that.
An inside job.
The show.
Yeah, but there wasn't any They didn't go inside anybody in Inside Job.
Dolphin Man. Blow hole.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. The only, I don't even remember her name.
Reagan.
The social media character is the only person outside of Reagan and Brett that I personally think is good. The others are fine, but yeah. So I still really remember them like that.
Yeah, well, other than partial name, I think Dolphin Man is kind of is something you wouldn't really forget.
Where are you in the show, by the way?
Episode 5.
Okay, so I guess I can't talk about the last half.
Yeah.
But
I
think it's good.
I constantly laugh at it, and I do like how certain tropes that you'd expect, even in its subverted version, is just like, no, this is actually still funny.
I think for me, I don't like constantly comparing things, but I think finally I'm watching a lot of the sci-fi adult comedy lately with stuff like Lower Decks and what's that other show called? Final Space. And after watching Inside Job, I finally realized I'm just tired of Rick and Morty's approach to characters. Like it feels like they aren't doing anything.
Well, I mean, I just watch the fun episodes of Rick and Morty and not anything else, so like, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's not necessarily Rick and Morty doesn't do anything with his characters, but it just feels, when I see Reagan's a very convincing, awkward, friendless scientist, and even Mariner in Lower Decks is a very convincing prodigy who became washed up and is now like spinning her wheels, and it feels like I'm just getting what I wanted out of Rick and Morty out of other shows a lot more now.
Then why did you frame that as a bad thing?
No, because I don't think the comparisons are particularly necessary.
Oh, well, yeah, me too. I guess that resolves that.